Nissan Sunny that appeared in 1985. The export name is Nissan Sentra. At the time of the 1980s, it was a basic car that represented Japan alongside the Toyota Corolla. This vehicle is the final model of the 1989 model, and the engine is 1500cc gasoline with a single carburetor. The transmission is a 3-speed automatic. In Japan, there is a bad law that if you own a car for more than 13 years, you will have to pay a heavy tax as a fine. As a result, 700,000 units of the Sunny were produced annually at the time, and are no longer seen in Japan. This time, I obtained this Sunny, which miraculously remained, and took the time to maintain it myself, and repaired it to a state where I could drive it without problems on a daily basis. I would like to talk about my impressions of this old car while driving this ordinary basic car, Sunny, commonly known as Trad Sunny, on modern Japanese country roads.
If you want to see only the driving scene without narration, I will upload a video of only the driving scene in another video, so please have a look there. First of all, I would like to introduce the main specifications of the B12 Trad Sunny, which was not even looked at by car enthusiasts at the time. B12 Nissan Sunny 1500 Elegant Saloon 3-speed automatic. Total length 4175 mm, total width 1640 mm, total height 1385 mm. Vehicle weight 940 kilograms. The minimum turning radius is 4.6 meters. The engine is a 4-cylinder gasoline 1500cc GA15S type. Chain-driven Saiche C12 valve. It is a long stroke type with a bore of 73.6 mm and a stroke of 88.0 mm, with a compression ratio of 9.5. Maximum output 85 horsepower, 6000 rpm, maximum torque 12.5 kilograms, 3600 rpm. The fuel supply is a single carburetor, and the fuel tank capacity is 50 liters. The suspension is a 4-wheel strut type independent suspension. The tire size is 155/80/13 with a front disc brake rear drum. The Elegant Saloon grade appeared as a bargain car at the end of the model, and the main equipment is as follows. Manual air conditioning is standard equipment, hydraulic power steering, power windows. Vehicle speed detection, automatic centralized door locks, molded door trims, electric remote control mirrors. Will cover. Equipped with the same equipment as a high-grade super saloon. Packed with lower base grades, it's a bargain like a closing sale.
トラッドマイスタイル、日産サニー。エレガントサルーン、新登場。
今度の土日は日産サニーへ。
Now, when I drive the nostalgic 4-door sedan released 38 years ago like this, I realize that there is nothing particularly dissatisfying about it. However, if I dare to say, it is a car of the era when collision safety is almost non-existent, so if I get into a big accident, I will not be saved. In that respect, riding a motorcycle with a protective jacket and a helmet may be a safer vehicle in some cases. So, when driving a classic car, not just this Sunny, you have to be conscious of safe driving enough to risk your life. If you drive with that point in mind, there is no problem that 4 adults can move comfortably enough. Reading back at a book written by an automobile journalist in the 1980s, the Sunny was highly rated for its high body rigidity and comfortable ride. Of course, by today's standards, the body rigidity is not high, and there is no doubt that the body is incomparably thinner than the West German cars of the 1980s. Even so, I can certainly sense a glimpse of the high rigidity of Japanese-made cars at the time. Probably many Japanese people at the time had a good impression of this new chassis Sunny when they test drove it at a Nissan dealer. The ride feeling looks like a soft old French car in the video, but it's not. Rather, it directly conveys the impact of the bumpy road surface. This suspension feels like a short stroke, which is common in Japanese cars. This is a pity. I can't fully feel the effect of the four-wheel independent suspension. Still, the 80% flat tires absorb shocks very well, so the ride feeling itself isn't too bad. The tire air pressure is specified as low as 2.0 kilograms in the front and 1.8 kilograms in the rear, which is a good point for a nostalgic ride. It's not like the bumpy and uncomfortable ride of a modern car with flat tires and about 2.4 kilograms air pressure. There is nothing exciting about the engine feeling. It just silently performs the minimum necessary work as a power unit. I think that this is good because it is a practical car. What is worth mentioning is that it is extremely quiet. Engine noise is barely audible in the car. Rather, the fluid noise generated from the torque converter of the automatic transmission is often heard when started. This automatic transmission is of a very old type. A classic and simple transmission developed in 1981, even older than this car. The combination of two sets of planetary gears creates 3 forward speeds and 1 reverse speed, and of course there is no electronic control using semiconductors. This completely mechanical, nostalgic transmission has a mechanical charm and taste that cannot be felt in modern cars.
トラッドマイスタイル。トラッドサニー。スプレンド。新登場。
フィールザビート。日産です。
The interior of the Sunny is not like a modern car with a wrapped feeling, but it feels quite open. The inside of the car is not absolutely spacious, but at that time Japanese people would have enjoyed shopping and traveling with the whole family riding in this Sunny. In Japan in the 1980s, cars were still a family dream. It's not very space efficient, but the 4-door sedan style was common in Japan at the time. In addition, driving a car other than a sedan is seen as a stranger to the neighbors, so the Japanese, who are extremely afraid of acting differently from others, found comfort in a classic style like Sunny.
Well, the old trad Sunny ran fine after I repaired it, but I don't use it in my daily life. First of all, I don't use the car on a daily basis. If I drive this Sunny, it's time to remember the good old Japan of the 80s. A short drive around the neighborhood by this Sunny with the music that was popular at the time, even if only for a moment, reminds me of my youth. But I fully understand that it is an illusion and delusion. Still, isn't that what it means to cherish an old car? I really like Trad Sunny for providing me with that time and space. In the future, I would like to spend time with this time machine, Sunny, while repairing it if it breaks down.